I want to respect Jean Grey from the fullest. From the day I seen Brand New Day, Spider-Man Brand New Day, Jean Grey kept my boy alive. Punisher about killed my boy. Shot him with the 50 cal. I'm like, oh, nigga, come on, man. Like, God, you just chill out, bro. I know Punisher was trying to help, man. I felt where he was coming from, bro. But you know, shot Peter. But the feeling Punisher had after he shot Peter was like legit. You know what I'm saying? Of course, he didn't mean to do it. He was trying to knock out. He was trying to smoke. He was trying to smoke Jean Grey.
Welcome to Let's Talk About It. We break down sports, movies, and everything shaping the culture. Real takes, no filters.
And welcome back to another video. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Talk About It. Real takes, no filters. You know how we rocking over here, man. How y'all day going? Man, look, the sun done came out. When I start, the sun want to come out. So we're going to make this little chop so y'all don't have to see me sweat bullets, okay? Brand new scenery. Spider-Man Brand New Day. Yeah, and yeah, Brand New Day under the hot sun. So let's get into it real quick. Spider-Man Brand New Day, 2 hours and 25 minutes. You know what I'm saying? PG-13. If you haven't seen the last Spider-Man movie, make sure y'all catch that before you watch this one. That way you can get all the emotions behind this movie. It was so much emotion behind this movie right here, and I hope y'all enjoyed it. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. I said PG-13. Let's read the synopsis real quick for those who don't know what Spider-Man Brand New Day is about. So this one's about a forgotten Peter Parker lives alone as a full-time Spider-Man until mounting pressure triggers a dangerous change and a powerful new enemy emerges. Like I said, you got to get the emotions from the last Spider-Man movie, because it's just gonna build up in Brand New Day. So that's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and talk about the cast right quick, because the cast in this movie is pretty starstruck. I mean, it's pretty much the same cast from the other Spider-Man movies, except you got John Bernthal in it. Bernthal, I'm sorry. The dude that played Punisher, you know what I'm saying? The dude that we all seen in The Walking Dead, if you've seen The Walking Dead, if you're a fan of that. But Tom Holland is in it, of course. You got Zendaya, you know, respect. That's a beautiful woman right there. Respect to my boy Tom, you know what I'm saying? You got Mark Ruffalo in it. You know, he plays the Hulk. Pretty good cast, tight cast. I'm not finna name everybody in the movie. You know what I'm saying? But pretty good cast, and they had good chemistry. You know what I'm saying? Tom and Zendaya already had good chemistry since day one in Spider-Man. I love their chemistry. It works. It's believable. You know what I'm saying? So and it's a good thing, definitely a good thing, because, you know, coming from an acting background, you got to have chemistry, some type of chemistry. But that's not what we're talking about here. Let's go ahead and talk about that money. Let's go ahead and talk about the box office. The box office is nuts for this movie. Whoa. I promise you, it's crazy work. All right, let me read something to y'all real quick. Spider-Man Brand New Day, box office breakdown, all right? Production budget was approximately $225 million, all right? So that's their budget. That's how much money they put into the whole movie, all right? So the domestic opening weekend, it made $360.1 million. The budget was $225. Opening weekend, you got $360, which is great, which is awesome. A lot of movies don't even make their budget sometimes. And sometimes they do, and they make a little bit over their budget, which is kind of like, you made over your budget, but you didn't really bank off your budget. So anyway, worldwide, opening weekend, approximately 927 million, man. There's people watching this movie across the world, not just in the US. Spider-Man is like that. That's my boy. I told y'all, man, it's been my day one boy since forever, besides Deadpool and Nightcrawler. Anyway, let's move on, y'all. So the domestic total is $810.4 million. Internationally, it made $1.2 billion. Worldwide, totally, it made $2.46 billion. Come on. The first Spider-Man movie that made $1 billion, man. I didn't see this coming. I knew it was gonna do numbers. Spider-Man movies always do numbers, but I don't think nobody was expecting this for sure. So this makes Spider-Man Brand New Day is the highest grossing movie of 2026 so far. The first Spider-Man movie to surpass $2 billion. The the second fastest movie ever to reach $2 billion. One of the only 8 movies ever to cross 2 billion worldwide. Come on, man. Like, I got a homeboy, he was trying to down talk my Spider-Man movie before it even came out. He was stuck on the Odyssey. Boy, the Odyssey was good. And I did that review, check the last episode. That Odyssey was good, and it made $1 billion too, but it didn't make $1 billion like Spider-Man did. Tom Holland was in both movies. We gonna get into that later. So let's go ahead and move on, y'all. Let's see. What is there else to talk about when we talk about the box office? All right, nothing much. So let's move on to what I like about the movie. Personally, what I liked about the movie. Like I mentioned before, I love the chemistry. I love the chemistry between the characters, and I love the chemistry between the real life actors. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference. But let's talk about Spider-Man and Punisher's chemistry in the movie was great. You know what I'm saying? It had edge to it. It had lots of humor to it. And it has compelling moments. You know what I'm saying? It's like Punisher really fucks with Spider-Man, you know what I'm saying? Even though he young, even though Spider-Man growing, you know, he getting older and shit. But it's kind of like, you know, he look at him like a little nephew and shit. And Spider-Man be trying to look out for Punisher, because we all know Punisher, he live a dark life, you know what I'm saying? He been through some hard times. And now, if you've seen Punisher episodes, if you've seen the Punisher show, you know what it is. You know what it is. You know what he been through. Even if you've seen the movies before the TV show came out, the few movies the Punisher came out with, you know what he been through. Family gone, got off, went nuts, went dark, went back, got revenge, got some get back, smoked all the ops. But anyway, what else I like about this movie? The action altogether. I don't care if it was a small boss fight, big boss fight, just swinging around. It don't matter. The action was packed. The action was real. All right. The action was so legit. One of my favorite action scenes or fight scenes is when Spider-Man fought the Hulk. When Spider-Man fought the Hand. Now, let me know which fight scene did y'all like the most. You know what I'm saying? Because those are my 2 favorite. I think those really the only 2 super legit fight scenes, action scenes in the movie. But it was plenty of action throughout the movie. But it was just 2 of my favorite moments when Hulk in the Hand. It went down. You know what I'm saying? It really went down. Let's talk about what I liked about the compelling side of the movie. Man, come on now. Imagine you had a girlfriend or a wife, or ladies, imagine you had a boyfriend or your husband, and you hearing things like, I don't know you. Yeah, I don't remember you. I don't love you. So like everything that y'all been through, you know what I'm saying? Everything y'all been through, all the emotions, tears, humor, laughs, all of that. You being there for me when my Aunt May died, you know what I'm saying? Or you being there with somebody when your aunt died. Just family, just crisis. Your loved ones been through the crisis with you. And then all of a sudden, man, they just don't know you, man. It's like, Peter really had to live a hard life, bro, alone, bro. Like, you really feel that shit in the movie, man. Like, if you're a movie person like me, you can connect to characters like that, bro. Like, you could feel that shit. That shit hurt my heart, bro. I felt sorry for my boy Peter, man. I'm like, damn, my boy alone, man. Don't nobody know him. Don't nobody remember him. He just living a life of loneliness, man. And that's real shit, you know. There's a lot of people out here living in loneliness, living in the dark, you know. So, the compelling parts of that, and then it's just everything together, man. It's like, that was a very deep Spider-Man movie. I think that was one of the most deepest, maybe even the darkest Spider-Man movie made yet thus far. You know what I'm saying? So I got to give it points for the compelling side. All right, broke my heart, man. I talked about the humor side of the movie. The humor side of the movie is great. Spider-Man always gonna bring you some humor. You know what I'm saying? That's just him. Every Spider-Man movie, Spider-Man got to have some type of humor. He almost like some Tony Stark type shit. You know, Tony Stark, you always bringing humor. Deadpool always bringing humor, dark humor. You know what I'm saying? But that's my boy. I ain't got no problem with dark humor. So let's talk about what I liked about Spider-Man himself, the growth of Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? He's starting to tap into this inner spider power, bro, that we never seen in any Spider-Man movie before. We seen Spider-Man lose powers, but we ain't never seen Spider-Man go dark with some type of spider power inside of him. Now, I should have did the research about spiders, but I heard they said spiders does something. When spiders get older, you know what I'm saying? Something happens. Now, if you know, let me know in the comments. All right, let me know what goes on with a spider when it grows up. I'm talking about real life spider. I heard something happen, so I think they kind of integrated with the real spider. You know, Peter ain't in high school no more. You know what I'm saying? That boy getting older. So this inner power that he was scared of and that he was trying to lock away, but people kept telling him, maybe you're not supposed to be locking away. Maybe it's a good thing. Maybe you can use that. And I wasn't thinking that way. I'm thinking like, damn, my boy eyes turned straight black. All pupils, black eyeball, just a whole black eyeball, no white specks, nothing. So it's like, damn, my boy, what's wrong with you? You on them perks? What you on? You on some shit, boy? You know what I'm saying? This ain't the way to go. You got kids watching. Let me stop. But nah, for real, it was dope though. I knew it was a strong power, you know, but that one scene when he almost killed that cop, because he was fighting Scorpion. Remember, he grabbed Scorpion, he used that power that was within him. He grabbed Scorpion, slung his ass, hit this cop car, but it was somebody in it. So he almost killed the cop because the car crashed after he slammed Scorpion into it. So it kind of like got him out of his character, out of his mind. It's like he couldn't control that power, and that's what I was scared of. You know what I'm saying? Let me know if this happened in the comics or anything like that, because I read a little bit of comics, but yeah. So let me know what y'all think about that inner power Spider-Man got. I'm digging that though. You know, how he was able to control it when he was fighting the hand. At that moment when he had to make something happen, he trusted the moment, and then bam. He went off on the hand. Boy, that was one of the best fight scenes I ever seen in a Spider-Man movie, for real. Okay, so let's move on, y'all. The web swinging and the acrobatics. The fight choreography, man. Choreography was... that motherfucker was pretty, man. I'm telling you. And I always look forward to a good web swinging in Spider-Man movies. Low key, I look for all the smoothest web swinging. I just love the web swinging. I think that's one of the things that drew me to Spider-Man growing up. You know what I'm saying? As a shorty, it was his web swinging, his slickness, his acrobatics, man. It's just spider sense. All that shit was just cool to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I grew up a Batman fan at a very young age, like a jit. You know what I'm saying? But as I got older, I think when I reached maybe like fourth grade, I started like, damn, Spider-Man pretty dope. So I kind of veered away from Batman. So anyway, what else? Jean Grey. Let's talk about Jean Grey real quick, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Jean Grey, no one seen Jean Grey coming. You know, no one knew Jean Grey was going to be in this movie. We all expected Hulk going to be in it. We all expected that Punisher was going to be in it, but nobody seen Jean Grey coming, bro. And I think they did a great job. MCU did a great job of keeping Jean Grey under covers. You know what I'm saying? Even when the movie started and when she was doing all that crazy shit, when everybody was like she was transferring from person to person to person to person, they even kept that a secret. Like, who is this? We all like, who the fuck is this person jumping from body to body? How you supposed to stop somebody like this? You know what I'm saying? But Spider-Man got them spider senses so he can sense who's who or where this person was. You know what I'm saying? That person couldn't even jump in Spider-Man's mind because of his spider senses. But other than that, when they finally revealed that it was Jean Grey, my mind went, we got an X-Men in a Spider-Man movie? They about to integrate all these X-Men characters in the MCU. Now, I think a lot of these X-Men, well, actually, let me slow it down. I'm going to not say some stuff that's not true. So I'm going to pause right there. I was going to say X-Men not even part of the MCU. But maybe this Jean Grey is part of the MCU, because I have to do that research. But I know for sure Wolverine is part of the MCU for sure. And he's an X-Men. So, yeah, Jean Grey blew my mind. I want to respect Jean Grey from the fullest. From the day I seen Brand New Day, Spider-Man Brand New Day, Jean Grey kept my boy alive. Punisher about killed my boy. Shot him with the 50 cal. I'm like, oh, nigga, come on, man. Like, God, you just chill out, bro. I know Punisher was trying to help, man. I felt where he was coming from, bro. But you know, shot Peter, but the feeling Punisher had after he shot Peter was like legit. You know what I'm saying? Of course, he didn't mean to do it. He was trying to knock out. He was trying to smoke. He was trying to smoke Jean Grey. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, shout out to Jean Grey, and shout out to all the Jean Grey fans out there. That's like a Jean Grey advocate or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like I am with Spider-Man. Okay, the suspense. Yeah, like I said, the suspense, it all ties in what I just said, you know. The post-credit. We could talk about the post-credit. The post-credit was real. A lot of people probably didn't get the post-credit, but I knew it was something. It's setting up, and I'm gonna go ahead and let it be known. It's setting up for Secret Wars. For all people who don't know, it's setting up for Secret Wars. Let's talk about what the viewers like. You know what I'm saying? What did the viewers like about this movie? Viewers really enjoyed the movie's return to a more grounded, street-level Spider-Man. I agree. Tom Holland received a lot of praise for giving us more mature and emotional Peter Parker, while the action, fight choreography, and web swinging were considered some of the best in the franchise. What a way to put it. John Bernathal's Punisher was another major highlight, especially his chemistry with Spider-Man. Overall, audiences felt the movie had plenty of heart and finally placed Peter Parker back at the center of his own story. Now we're gonna dig deeper into some of what people like about the movie. So when they talk about Tom Holland's performance, many felt this was one of his strongest and most mature performances as Peter Parker, especially during the emotional scenes. And I would have to agree. I've seen a lot of Tom Holland's movie, and of course Peter Parker. I've seen all the Spider-Man movies, and I have to say, between the two, this is one of his most grounded, emotional movies. Like for real. Now, if you haven't seen a movie called The Devil All the Time, it's a good movie. He had a grounded role in that movie too. Let's move on to the next one. The action and web swinging. I had mentioned that earlier. Viewers called the swinging sequences some of the franchise's best. The fights were praised for their choreography, camera work, and physical impact. So let's move on to the emotional part. Let's dig deeper into the emotional part of it that audiences really liked about this movie. Audiences connected with Peter's loneliness, healing, and attempt to rebuild his life after No Way Home. Some viewers said the movie genuinely made them emotional. And I agree. It made me emotional. I didn't boo-hoo cry and tears and shit run down my face, but that shit hit my heart, bro. That shit hit my heart, because I can only imagine. Sometimes you can only imagine certain things. I connected with my boy. I always connect with my boy. Let's talk about the pacing. They enjoyed the pacing of it. Despite the 2 hour and 25-minute runtime, many viewers said the movie remained exciting and rarely dragged. Now, that's a good thing, because 2 hours and 25-minute movie, I know some people was talking about how the Odyssey was too long. They didn't like the movie just because it was too long. I love the Odyssey. I felt like it was great. I didn't feel no drag parts, but 2 hours and 25 minutes, they gave it a break, you know what I'm saying? And thank you for that. Now it's time to talk about what I didn't like about the movie, which wasn't much that I didn't like. The only thing I didn't like about the movie was, and I ain't gonna say I didn't like it, I just felt like I liked it, but I felt like there could have been more to the Spider-Man and Hulk fight. I felt like the fight scene between Spider-Man and Hulk was too short. Give me a longer fight scene with the Hulk and Spider-Man. This is one of the most epic moments of the movie right now. One of them. And I wanted to see more. Did y'all want to see more? Do y'all feel like the Spider-Man and Hulk fight scene was too short? So let me know in the comments, man. If you haven't already, like, comment, and subscribe. Tap the notification button so you know when I pull up, all right? So let me tell you what the viewers didn't like about the movie now. Even though most viewers loved the movie, it wasn't without complaints. Some felt the story was overcrowded with too many characters and ideas competing for attention. Others wanted more from MJ, Ned, and characters like that, and the main villain. There were also viewers who felt parts of the movie existed mainly to set up Avengers Doomsday. But overall, these complaints were greatly outweighed by the positive reception. You know what I'm saying? So basically, yeah, people talking shit, but ain't nobody listening to you talking shit about this movie. This movie overall was fucking great. You either a Spider-Man hater or you just don't know what you're talking about. So when it comes to too many characters and the storylines, some viewers thought the movie felt overcrowded while balancing Spider-Man, Punisher, Hulk, MJ, Ned, and several new characters. All right. So another point, the villain needed more development. Some viewers felt the main antagonist wasn't memorable enough and became overshadowed by the heroes and supporting characters. Another bullet point, it sometimes felt like MCU setup. A portion of the audience believed certain scenes existed mainly to establish Avengers Doomsday and future projects instead of serving Peter's immediate story, which I don't see what they're talking about right there, because they did serve the purpose. And we're so glad to see a street, like that street Spider-Man. You know, it wasn't just on some multiverse type shit and getting all caught up in that, because we used to seeing that street level Spider-Man. The old Spider-Man is the street level Spider-Man. He in the streets, he in the trenches with it. All right, so let's talk about the darker tone, which I liked, because you don't get too many darker tone Spider-Man. What y'all want Spider-Man just be light all the time, like he and friendly? Nah, it ain't always like that. That ain't life. It ain't life. My boy Parker go through shit. All right, so look, darker tone. Some families felt the movie was too depressing or mature for younger children compared with Holland's previous Spider-Man films. Shut up. Who is crying because it's too mature? We need immature shit. No, man. Spider-Man getting older. He ain't in no high school no more. He getting older. When you get older, you mature. Some people. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. I got some ways. But I'm a grown man and I got to switch for my matureness. But anyway, for real, come on, man. Like, these be some of the same people that let their kids play Grand Theft Auto, Call of Duty, be on these games where I'm gonna say we be cussing, saying all types of shit. You know, man, y'all kids be on a game on Call of Duty with me, cursing up a storm. Oh, damn. Be a fly try to get in my ear. But anyway, yeah, them be the same people, man. Stop crying about the Spider-Man movie being dark or whatever, man. That's bogus to me. All right, so at the end of the day, IMDb, we're gonna talk about the ratings. At the end of the day, IMDb gave this movie an 8.1 out of 10. Me, I give it a 9.5 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? Call me biased or whatever, but this movie was almost perfect. Besides, like I said, besides that Hulk and Spider-Man fight duration, the length of their fight was too short. But I give it a 9.5 because of that. Now, if I got what I wanted between Spider-Man and Hulk, it would have been 10 out of 10. I don't give a F what you say. All right? So that's what it is, man. My final take on this movie is it's worth watching. It's worth watching. I extremely highly recommend people to watch this movie. And like I said, you ain't got to go back and watch all the Spider-Man movies from the beginning. But if you are going to watch this movie and you haven't seen No Way Home yet, watch Spider-Man No Way Home first. And then watch Spider-Man Brand New Day. I'm telling you, you'll get that connection within 2 movies. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, let me go back and read what I wanted to read, but I missed it. When we was talking about box office, I wanted to tell y'all something that's going on. Just speaking on Tom Holland himself. Tom Holland will reportedly get paid over $100 million for Spider-Man Brand New Day. A check, not domestic opening weekend, them numbers. Nah, we talking about him personally, $100 million check. Imagine getting $100 million check. You know what I'm saying? I can imagine. That's what I want to happen. But okay, so look, this right here also says he will earn up to $100 million in box office bonuses on top of a 20 million base salary. God damn. Tom has passed Robert Downey Jr., Iron Man, as the highest paid MCU actor of all time. Of all time. God damn. My boy Tom, my boy's Peter Parker's. Man, come on, boy. That boy done did it with this one. Everybody getting paid. Everybody, all the cast that was in this movie getting paid something. Ain't nobody gonna be left out. It's too much money to go around for somebody to get left out some money. I'm saying, man, Tom, boy. I told people Tom Holland and Zendaya might be the newest power couple in the acting industry. Because, boy, I mean, you think about it, man. Tom Holland, kids, cousin, kids gonna be set, man. You know what I'm saying? As long as nobody fuck up the money in between the time of him and down the line. But yeah, man, it's real. It's real. It's most definitely real. Like I said, final take, check the movie out. It's worth it. All right. So like, comment, and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it for everybody to stay at the end of this movie. I'm getting ready to get up out of here, because I ain't trying to sweat no more. I don't know if y'all see the sweat on my face or not, if you see it, but it's cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go get in the car, cool off, drink something cold, refreshing. And I hope y'all have a great day. Catch me on the next episode, all right? Peace.
Another one in the books. If it's sports, movies, or culture, you already know we're going to talk about it. Like, subscribe, follow, and keep it locked. Let's talk about it.